about time. 'Cause I believe in you and me. Let me get a water break. I will never leave your side. What? Now I'm free. 'Cause I believe in you. Here we are, all alone. Maybe he was meant to help bring the girls into this world. And when the assignment was done, his season ended. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Ashley-Moniique, the host of Too Authentic Podcast, the podcast that's always keeping it real, raw, and too authentic. Each episode, we strive to be our best selves authentically by learning, healing, and growing together. Let's talk about it. Hey besties, how you doing? Listen, I'm so grateful for y'all. I'm thankful that y'all are here. Welcome back. If you are a new listener, welcome to the bestie family. I'm glad to have you. Have a seat and get comfortable. And most importantly, get ready to be your best self authentically. Come on in. It's a safe space. I'm here for you. We here for each other. How you been, besties? What's going on? I've missed you. Did y'all listen to the last episode? Mommy was on there with me. And that was so dope to have her. I am going to bring her back again later, so y'all watch out for that. But y'all know it's October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I had to bring the Queen Bee in here for herself. Because first of all, I thank God for her life. I thank God for who she is. And I thank God because she's still here. A lot of women lose this battle, unfortunately, but God saw fit to still allow my mother to still be here in spite of. So I'm gonna just take a moment of silence for every woman that lost their battle with this, because you know what, my heart goes out to you, to your family, to your loved ones. All right, y'all. So what y'all been up to? How y'all been? I actually just finished recording a Girl Talk episode with Amanda, so stay tuned. That will be coming up. I don't know. A few of y'all may know, but your girl is furloughed right now, but it's okay because you know what? Honestly, I've been in worse situations than being furloughed. I've been in worse situations with my daughters. Um, so a couple people reached out to me, asked me how I'm doing, if I'm okay. Baby, listen, I'm good. When I tell you I'm good, I'm better than good, but my children and I, we're good. We're straight. We safe. You know what I'm saying? The bills is paid. The stomach's full. The fridge is full. The pantry's full. Washing machine, dryer still work. I can't complain. The dog is fed. The dog is happy. The tail is still wagging. So at the end of the day, I told somebody earlier, favored but furloughed, furloughed but favored. Either however you want to look at it, I'm good right now. This is just a season. It's sad what's going on in the world right now, but at the end of the day, they got to answer to God about this. So for now, I'm doing what I got to do, and I'm working on me and you and Too Authentic. So, it is what it is. God, I thank you for every opportunity, every blessing that's on the way. Because this ain't nobody but you right now, keeping me and the girls afloat and everybody else. Because I know there's some people out here with two incomes, two people that's working for the government, and they're scrambling right now. So, God, I thank you for keeping me. Because, whoo, I tell y'all before, I've been in worse situations with my children and still had to make sure they didn't get wet from a storm that I created. Okay. So just take time and make sure you're being kind to people, because you don't really know what people got going on right now. Times is hard. Literally, things are expensive. Things are adding up. People are robbing Peter to pay Paul. But sometimes you just got to stop and pause and be like, thank you, Lord. So, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. All right. So, I'm going to get into it. I want to say about 2 episodes ago, before I actually recorded that episode, I was getting ready in the bathroom, you know, how I do every time I get ready before I come and sit before y'all. Maybe I'm going to need to do a little video on that so y'all can actually see how I get ready. But I was just doing my normal, you know, hair, not too much makeup, a little light beat or whatever. And I had my music playing and the kids came in the room and, you know, we dancing, we chilling, they hyping me up. Next thing I know, damn Janae's song comes on and instantly my whole mood changed. Next thing I know, I'm crying. So I had to close the bathroom door and I'm just sitting in this like, wow. The song is actually Spotless Mind by Janae. And if you really listen to the words to the song, like she's basically talking about how, you know, she's a wanderer and like how she's just been going through things and stuff like that. But there's one particular part of the song where she goes, shame on me for changing. Shame on you for staying the same. And every time I hear that, I'm instantly taken back to with my kid's dad. And honestly, ever since this baby been born, y'all, I've been triggered. I have been in my feelings. I feel like my healing journey went back maybe 2, 3 steps. I told y'all I've cried. Like I've literally cried. Now it's not an everyday thing like it was at one point when the baby was first born. Like I was literally crying every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. I just I just can't believe, like, oh my gosh. And the reason why I can't believe because it was like honestly last year we were talking a little bit and he was like, I want to come back. I want to be with the family. I want to do this. I want to do that. Blah 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 blah. And a part of me was like, okay, cool. You know, like let's really make this thing work. You clean, you sober, so you say, let's see what can go on and what can go from here. Something happened and it just became a snowball effect. And I felt like, hold up, this is taking me back to some feelings that I've had before and I didn't like it. And I felt like, if this is what's happening right now, well, what's going to happen when you get here? Like, I was honestly thinking about all these things. And after that, it was just like, I know I'm okay. I'm good. But then you wait to January to tell us that you're having a baby. And I was like, okay. I brushed it off. I was like, whatever. Like, yeah, whatever, whatever. Then the baby was being born. And I was like, oh my God, this is real shit. Like, my kids are no longer our only kids. Like he really got his own little situation over there. And instantly my feelings are hurt for my children. My heart breaks because you started something over there, but you never finished what was over here. Not only that, the pieces that you broke over here, you ain't even tried to glue them together. But this baby situation has really, really, really like taken me to a space that I was like, damn girl, I'm sad all over again. I'm grieving this all over again. Feeling like, damn, I be having the what ifs, the whys, the hows, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. When actuality, I don't need to have those feelings, but I'm human. I am human. I'd be lying if I did not tell y'all the true feelings that I have behind this. Like, I hate this. I hate, like, how dare you go and have a baby? How dare you go and start something and we never finished what we started? You know, it's just like this new life really reopened the old wound. And I hate this for me because I get in these feelings sometimes where it's like, damn, it's the random crying, the random angriness, the sadness, the confusion. All the while I'm like, Lord, why did this happen to me? Like, why did I have to be put in this situation? Why do my kids have to be left feeling like they got an empty bag, because now every time you call, you putting the baby in the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, and let's be clear, this is a boy, so he really feel like he got his token child too. It's to me, it's just really like, I guess I could say, I don't ever want to say I thought I was fully healed. I won't say that. But I'm gonna say, like, I thought I was so far into the journey that I was cool and nothing could, trick me out of my spot. Nothing could knock me off my block. But I'd be damned if this baby didn't come in and just woo, like, for real. This, you messed the city up with this one, little baby. Like, you really got me messed up. And it's like, damn, I love this nigga. Like, I really loved this man. I gave this man a lot of my 20s, all of my 20s. Did I want to have this man's baby, have his son? Yes. I already gave you 2 children. I have pictured us having a life that I thought that we both had wanted. But I was telling somebody about it because they were like, girl, why you crying? I saw you reel. Like, that reel was real. Like, I was literally just in the bathroom crying and the kids busted up and was like, mama, we not doing that. Bend that ass over. Make that coochie breathe. Hands on your knees. It was that type of time where they was like, nah, mom, hype this up. Fuck my baby dad. Fuck my baby dad. And I'm not even really having the kids say that, because I don't ever speak ill to them about their dad. Any feelings they have it on their own. But in that moment, my oldest knew, damn, this song, she knows that song will do it to me. So for Alexa to play that in that moment, that it just messed me up. She came in there like, mom, come on, we not doing this. Fuck my baby dad. Fuck my like it was one of those moments where it was like, you know what, mom, we better than this. We not doing this today, mom. You too fly for this. That's what she told me. She was like, mom, you too fly for this. You too good for this. So I sometimes I just feel like this is the reality. And a lot of times, people, they break up, they do their thing, they move on with their life, yada, 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 yada. I feel like there's really there was never no coming back, but I know with the baby, there's no coming back. And maybe there's a little delusion in here, because it's like, damn, this nigga had a baby on me. He didn't, but he did. Because it was like, wow, we're not coming back from this. I'm not accepting you with no baby, because let's keep it clear. These men do not be taking us back with no babies. So no. Pause. It is what it is at this point. It's just sometimes the feelings are just so like, ugh. But when I was telling my friend about it, that's when she was like, maybe he was only here to help bring the girls in. He did his assignment and that season was over. And when she said that had me looking at it like, you know what? You right. His assignment was to give me the children. That's all it was. His season was just to help me along the way, as long as he did with these children. Because now, if we're honest, it's nothing. It's nothing right now. So it might hurt sometimes that I feel like you over there doing for that baby, but you're not even over here doing for this baby. Yes. I don't know. Y'all probably like, oh, child support. Trust me, y'all. It's already done. But 0 from 0 means 0. So we're not getting anything. And it's like, oh, well, he got to put them on his insurance. Well, how? He don't have a job. He getting insurance from the state. So what can he provide? Nothing. I'm providing everything. It's just like, God, Lee. I had to accept that his season was that season. He was just a vessel to help me bring them into this world. His purpose was fulfilled. And sometimes we try to hold on to things longer than the season that they're supposed to be here. And that's where we mess ourselves up. That's when we take ourselves off of the path that God is having for us, because we too busy trying to hold on to something that is no longer serving us any good. And I know this. But I feel like right now it's the mental, it's the mind over matter, where I have to be like, okay, girl, these are just emotion. These are feelings. We can get over this. We're not going to go back. But emotionally, I've taken a couple steps back, because, girl, boss up. We're not worried about this. Like, And sometimes I get frustrated with myself because it's like, girl, why is you crying? Why is you sad? Look at you. Everything you have right now, you've literally prayed for. Did you wish that he was here on this journey with you? Yes. Did you wish that he was here to see this because you wanted this with him? Yes. But his season, his assignment, he fulfilled it. I have to move on from that. I've grown from that. There's something better out there. Am I out here actively searching and looking? No. I will say that. But doesn't mean I'm not open to it. But at the same time, feeling like sometimes I feel like, damn, he's living a good life. But I know the truth. I know it. But sometimes it just feels like, wow, he abandoned. He abandoned us. I feel like, damn, you really chose drugs over your family. But I also be like, you know what? I hope he's doing right. I hope you're doing right. You got to answer to your children, our daughters, and you got to answer to God. Nothing good will never come to anybody who does not do right by their children. You can't do for one and not do for the others. It's law. Nothing good is going to come. So when I do have these feelings of feeling like, damn, I'm hurt. Damn, I'm sad. I refresh my memory like, girl, look how far you've come. Girl, look at what you have now. Girl, look at all the blessings God has bestowed upon you and your daughters. Look at where God is taking you. Look at all the great things that you have planned for yourself. Just look at it. Don't look all the way back, but just look how far you've come. You don't want to go back to the old ways. You don't want to go back to those old things cuz at this point in your life, you're secure. You're set. You're safe. But I'm human, y'all, and there's moments where I just have to be like, ugh, holding it together in front of the kids because when I closed that door to cry, I had to release that. I had to let that out. I don't know what came over me because I was having a good day. But it's just certain little things that will make your heart sad because it's like, God, I wanted this with you. God, I loved you. These are our children. I see you every day in our children. But I've come to this point where I'm like, it is what it is. I'm to a place where I'm also honest with my daughters, where it's like, listen, y'all, I'm human. I don't try to hide anything from them, but I also make sure that any storm that I'm in, I make sure my children don't get wet. And that's a real thing. You can go through storms, but you are not allowed to let your children get wet. I have to protect them at all costs. So there are moments where I lay in bed at night and I cry, or I hop in the shower and I cry, or I sit in my car and I cry. But in that moment, I could not hold it together. And at that moment, the best thing I could do was close the door. The moment I heard that girl turn that music down, she was already on to me. She come busting through the door. Mama, no. She already knew. She knew what song it was, and she was like, "Oh shoot, Mama, don't cry. Mama, it's okay." And hugged me. And in that moment, my daughter saw me not only as her mom, but she saw me as a human. And it's okay for our children to see us like that every now and then. And I think it's the older ones, I think it's okay because they know what we've gone through. She's literally seen me at my worst, seen me at my lowest. Not that that's something that every child should see, but she's seen it, so she knows it, and she knows what I feel. And we have conversations, and we're open and we're honest with each other. Because again, I don't want to hide anything from them, but I also want them to know, like, look, I struggle sometimes. I know y'all think Mama got it together and Mama's holding it together, but listen, my heart hurts every now and then. My heart hurts sometimes for y'all. And I just want you to know I love y'all so much that I will go to the end of the earth for y'all. That whew, like y'all. I just, shout out to my daughters. They the realest on my team. I can say that much. Like that oldest one, she tuned in. She real tuned in. I love her. She's smart. She's been here before, and I honestly believe that because she has a lot of wisdom into her suit. So shout out to my daughters. They really keep me together because in that moment they really lifted me up. They literally lifted me up and brought me back to life in that moment. Because when you feel like you've taken step backs, I sit here and my brain starts doing this. Why her? Why not me? Why now? Like, why did you allow this to happen, God? And it's like, don't do that to yourself. Don't nitpick at yourself, because you've already gone through that phase in this healing journey when you had to acknowledge the things, accept things. You even were in denial about a few things, but we not gonna go back to that, because right now in this moment you are where you're supposed to be. Those feelings don't feel good because, again, like I said, I'm human, and I really just be trying to understand sometimes, because I don't want to go back into that hole where I'm stuck. And I thank God I didn't go back to that, because somebody could have really lost their mind behind this. And we see movies and stuff from back in the day where the mamas was there, but they wasn't really there. Like, I never want to be that mom where it's like, okay, somebody's home, but ain't nobody in the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Type of stuff. Like, oh, nobody's home, but the lights are on. I don't want to be that type of mom. I want to be present in these moments. I've also had to overcome some feelings, some insecurities behind all of this, when really, sometimes things look good on the outside, but it's really not good. So while I'm over here like, damn, she got him, she got a baby with him, they living their life, they doing this, or is he doing that with that baby? Because did he do that with my babies? Like, I cannot do that. I can't live in that moment. I can't do that to myself. That's only hurting me when, girl, God gave you what he gave me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, girl, you done came out of a dark place with that. Like, don't forget what you were going through with this man. Don't forget you was literally taking care of him, the kids, the house, trying to take care of yourself, all while still trying to hold it together but falling apart, just so your family could be a family, because you wanted to give your kids something that you never had. When, yeah, you ended up doing that because you never had a dysfunctional household like that. It was more dysfunction than it was function. God removed us from that in that season. He brought us out of that. And I have to be thankful. Every time I feel like my feelings are hurt, or I feel like I'm missing out, I honestly tell myself, girl, look at where you at right now. Y'all just don't know. Like, praying your way out of something and asking God to remove somebody out your life, and literally seeing God remove them out of your life, but you still trying to hold on. Why did you say that prayer? What? And then I have to think to myself, girl, you go back to that. Why would you do that to yourself? That would be a dishonor, a disrespect, a slap in the face to God when he brought you out of something. Just for you to be like, okay, I want it again. For what? To repeat the cycle again, just to end up worse? You can't heal where you hurt. You can't. And I never understood that until I actually got up and moved out of the hurt, like 100%. You cannot heal where you hurt. And a leopard don't change its spot. You know, no matter, no matter how you look at it. But I'm not saying people don't grow, people can't change. But when certain people have been in certain cycles for so long, it's not gonna change. When some people are okay with being a victim more than a victory, it's never gonna change. And I knew that God has and had so much more in store for me and my children. I had to get myself out of that situation. No matter the amounts of love, no matter how much I was like, okay, our life, we can come back from this. Because I was still holding on to a little bit of like, we're going to get this together. My kids will have their mom and dad. I felt like we were going to come back from that. Now I'm at this place, in this space, where I'm constantly telling myself, girl, you're not crazy. Girl, you're not weak. I'm reminding myself, like, okay, it's okay to grieve, because this is a grieving process every day. I'm literally grieving somebody that's still walking the earth. I'm still grieving every day the family that I thought I would have every day. Being a single mom is not fun. Being a single parent, the only parent, is not fun. This is not the way that I pictured life for me to be, or for my daughters, but this is what I'm dealing with. And every day that I get up, I choose to be better. I choose to do better. I choose to do more and give my daughters more. You know what I'm saying? I'm really thanking God for keeping me, because there was a point in this journey where I thought my mental was about to be gone. Like, for real, for real. And I tell myself, because I be hard on myself sometimes, but it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel these feelings. It literally is. Because I get upset. I be like, why are you crying? Like, girl, shake that shit off. But I'm human. I've given myself permission on this healing journey to constantly heal. Every day I wake up, though, I don't want to be nitpicking myself apart. But I do allow myself to be like, okay, it's okay. I give myself permission to heal in the spaces. And once I be like, okay, you need to work on this, I pray and I ask God to, like, Lord, just make this part of me whole. Lord, reconstruct this. Lord, touch my heart. Make me feel okay. Because when I tell you, some days are harder than the other days. So really, it's really just about asking God to release you from that season, because you have to let it go. You have to get it out your mind. The delusion has to go away, because it's no longer what we thought it is, okay? It's no longer what if. Don't do that to yourself. That only makes it worse. That only hurts you more. That doesn't really put you in a space where you know that you're okay. Sometimes we just have to accept this is what it is. This baby, and for a minute I didn't tell my mom, and then I was like, hey, they got a sibling. Now she looked at, no, it ain't me. Like, their dad's having a baby. Their dad had a baby. And she was like, well, the baby's here now. There's nothing we can do about it. It's here now. She right. It's nothing I can do about this. Can't change it. It is what it is. Baby is a blessing from the Lord, right? So at this point, we just have to accept it for what it is. And acceptance isn't always pretty. Accepting isn't always perfect. Sometimes it's not peaceful. It disrupts a little bit of your heart. It disrupts your spirit a little bit. And then honestly, accepting means okay, this shit is really over with. Accepting, oh, damn, this is dead. Damn, we ain't getting back together. No Taylor Swift, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Okay. It is what it is. And I have to accept it 100%, because accepting it also means that I'm releasing it, giving it to God, moving forward, and ready to receive the abundance that He has for me. Because I know if I don't fully release this, I'm never gonna receive what is for me. And I want to receive. I want to be loved. I want my daughters to see me in love. I want my daughters to see me in a safe, healthy relationship. I want my daughters to feel that. I want my daughters to receive it. It's not going to be me with their dad. It's not going to be us in a household together. They now have another sibling on the other side. And the crazy part about this was, when the whole situation came out, my youngest goes, oh, Mom, you got to call Uncle Steve. You got to one him up and have a baby. Scooby-Doo? Because, excuse me? One up in your dad is not, we're not doing that by having a baby. But I had, and I chuckled in that moment when she said that, and I was like, girl, clutching my imaginary pearls. Are you crazy? Like, we ain't gonna go toe to toe, tit for tat. No, that's not how we gonna do. And I thought about it, I said, baby, we've already one upped him a couple of times. Like, and I'm not saying that like, but it's like, girl, look at what God has done for us. We live peacefully. You're safe. You're secure. We don't have to worry about any of the things that we've previously worried about. Like, we've already won. We've already won. And it's not in a manner of like, I'm better than you, but I'm better than you. I've done good for your children. And the crazy part about it is, like, I know He doesn't worry about His children. I know He doesn't. Because the thing is, when it came down to this relationship, he was the liability and I was the asset. He was the liability, I was the asset. I had everything to lose. He had nothing. I was the prize. And I'm not being cocky with y'all, I'm just being real. What he has now, what he had with me, he ain't never had before. Okay? I know that for a fact. Again, I'm not being cocky, but I was the blessing and he fumbled. I had to realize that I deserved more, but this was beneath me. But I was a young girl in my 20s, thought I knew what I was doing, thought this was love, thought this was the end all, be all. But again, I never saw I don't want to say I never saw healthy relationships growing up because I did. I had some family members, some friends. I had one friend where her grandma and grandpa was together. But again, that wasn't her mom and dad. And if it was mom and dads that I saw, it was mostly white people because I was at a lot of white schools growing up. But like, there were a few at church that I saw, but it wasn't directly an impact on me. My godparents, yes, that was good. I know they had their little moment in between, but who doesn't? But at the same time, I was navigating a situation I didn't even know how to navigate. I didn't even know how to read the compass. I was just in a relationship, trying to be grown at the time. Ended up with 2 kids and tried to make the best of it. But the whole one up situation, baby, the moment we moved out of state, we won. We won up 10 and not even on no malicious type stuff. So I'm coming to this place of like, this is what it is. Um, I don't know if I can ever truly be friends with him. I don't know if I could ever truly we conversate every now and then, but that's really because it's about the kids. But at the same time, is there really nothing to talk about because you can't do for the kids the way I could do for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Things that are out of my control, releasing any resentment that I have or had, and asking God to block any of it in the future because I don't ever want to be miserable. I don't ever want to feel like I'm jealous because I'm not. I've been through the struggle with him. I know what she's going through with him because their situation ain't pretty right now. So at the end of the day, my daughters are blessed. We're taken care of. God is good. And again, healing is not linear. Healing is day to day. Healing is however you want it to look. So be easy on yourself. Give yourself grace. Especially if you're grieving somebody that is literally still walking this earth. You're grieving somebody who you gave your all to. You're grieving somebody who you gave years and years and chances over and over again. You're still learning how to be like, okay, I'm okay with this. Because even when you do see certain things, if you see certain things, because if you ain't got kids with a person, well, I don't want to say that because again, it all depends on the level of the relationship. But again, if you don't have no real attachment, I feel like you are free to run from a nigga. Like you cut it off and you good. But being as I share life with this man, 2 lives, I feel like there's always some type of attachment. And I hate it because my gut gets this feeling and it's just like, ugh. Whew. Because I tell y'all, it took me a long time not to worry about him. That was another thing. I had to stop worrying about him. I had to stop trying to carry him and make him look like a good father. And my mama had to tell me that. She was like, you know what it is? You make him look good. And I had to think about it. She was like, whenever it's something, you say he did it, you did it. I was really out here making a nigga look like he was the number one stunner straight up. But he was really, you stunting for real. Like, whew, thank God he's brought me out of some things. But the moments I feel like I'm sad, I really just have to take a look at like, girl, you are good. It's okay. You human. Don't be sad in this moment too long. We not doing that. We not doing that. Reminding myself that we not stuck in these moments. We're shedding. Okay? We're not stuck in these moments. We are just shedding some lights. Okay? We are healing. We are literally coping and moving forward. And I'm so, so, so proud of how far I've come. Cause this baby, I felt like it was about to take me back. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I really felt like it was gonna take me out. I prayed so hard in June. A lot was going on. It was a lot going on. But that baby being born, that just took me back to a couple of phases where I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, I thank God for really when you know, growing up, you used to hear the grandmas and the aunties be like, clothed in my right mind, you know, like literally in your right mind, because you can lose your mind. And in the world we live in right now, at a snap of a finger, your mind could be gone. It's crazy. It's so much going on. We dealing with a lot, and we're all trying to navigate through some things right now. And to any woman right now that is struggling or feeling like you've taken a few steps back on this healing journey, you're not alone. It's okay, but baby, don't stay stuck. Shed those feelings, but don't stay stuck in them. I promise you, everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to be. Everything is going to come together the way it's supposed to be, and it's going to be better than you've ever dreamed of. I recently heard somebody say, okay, God, just show me how good it can get. And baby, when I'm telling you, he's going to show you how good it can get. And it's going to exceed any expectations that you ever had. I promise you. Listen, he shows up and he shows out every time. He does not fail, okay? So keep healing, keep loving, keep growing. Everything is going to work out the way it is, you know? Stop holding on to that season. It was just that season. That vessel that was sent here to help you, let it go. It is what it is. We're going to be all right. We're going to always come out on top. I tell y'all this, and I'm going to tell you again. I believe I'm one of God's favorites, and he don't play about me. And you should feel that way about yourself, too, because God is not going to let you fail. I promise you. He's going to hold you. He's going to keep you on those nights where you don't know what else to do. I promise you. It's going to be all right. Tap into your community. Tap into your friends. I tell y'all all the time, y'all know y'all can tap in with me. Hit me up in the DMs or email me. It doesn't matter. I'm here for y'all. Um, just keep your head up. Are you journaling? Do that too. You know, that's helpful. And you know, if you want to try something new, come on over to the book club side, okay? We sipping, we reading, we growing together, y'all. Stop playing right now. Tap into the book club. Link is in my bio. Head on over to Bookem app. I promise you. We're gonna have a good time. So come on over to the book club side. I really love y'all. I really like y'all. We're going to see what's going on because I told you at the beginning, I am furloughed, but it's okay. God got me. He ain't never failed me yet. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for that. Shout out to my village. They ain't dropped the ball yet. And I don't ever plan on them doing so. I'm grateful for them. To everybody right now, listen, I'm sending you love 100, 1,000%. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light, peace, and blessings to everyone. Remember, I love you. I like you. Always keep it real. Always keep it raw. Bye, y'all.